Hello everybody, happy Saturday. Got a little bit of tea. It's a very nice, little bit humid day here in my part of the world. Just, it's been a minute. I've been a busy boy. There's a couple things I needed to adjust with my stream, so if it sounds bad or it looks weird or something, leave me a comment and we'll adjust it as we go. Today, we're gonna spend some time in the end. If you watched the last episode, you saw that I did a lot of work in the end. And we're gonna keep on keeping on. Let's see, which way am I facing? Not that way. That way. Way? That way. Once upon a time. Oh, good morning, Auntie Nick. Nice to see you. Just getting started here. Once upon a time, I built this big, long tunnel in the end, and this is where we spawn in. This is my Enderman farm. And way, way down at the other end, we had a satellite portal that we connected to. And now we have access to all of the satellite portals, and we're going to build an improved hallway. And I've thought a lot about this, about like what is the right way to tackle all of this. I still don't know exactly, but what I'm thinking is starting in the middle, getting the central kind of hub worked out, and then kind of build the hallways and the elevators and all that from there. Let's see, how are we doing here? My pick is pretty chewed up. I've been doing a lot of work in the nether as well, so I've been doing a lot of netherrack mining, and here's your pickup pretty quick. Fortunately, in the end, we have an Enderman farm, so we'll be able to heal our tools up pretty quick. All right, let's put that here and grab one of those. One thing I've been thinking a lot about is this upcoming 1.21 update. Not only because it will be exciting to have some new stuff to play with, but because it will kind of open up a new part of this world to explore and to build in. And then I've been talking a bit about starting a new series. I think the 1.21 update is perfect timing to do that. And so what I'm thinking is a new Let's Play episode, or series, with some different rules, some different kind of rails to keep us on a different style of gameplay. And I'm pretty excited about it. The thing I'm nervous about is just time. Because, you know, I'm an adult and I have a job and things like that, and juggling two series feels really daunting and really overwhelming. My plan is to treat the new series as kind of the main series, the one that I need to kind of get out at a regular interval. And then this world we'll keep building in. It's just too cool to abandon. But I think I might do these episodes in this world a little bit more sporadically, a little bit more as they're ready. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking about with all of that. Okay, pick is healed up. Those. Okay, let's run back this way. Something else I was thinking about with the end, we have this kind of stripy space station sort of design. I think I want to change it up a little bit. It was cool initially when we did it, but I think we can improve on it a little bit, add a little bit more color to differentiate the different hallways. So we'll get to that as well. Okay, let's take a real quick inventory here. Oh shoot. I made all this glass to use in the nether. Accidentally brought it all over here. Okay, it's not the end of the world. And head, I'm gonna put up here whenever, there for now. We get that all figured out. Brought a lot of smooth stone, so potentially we could work on some water elevators. Yeah, this is all for the nether. What else we got? Probably need a lot more deep slate. Iron there. Plate. 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 A lot of end stone. Saw another one down here. Yeah, end stone. End stone. Iron. I've got a ton of iron. Do I not have any deep slate? End stone. Nope. Deep slate. Not very much, is it? Well, it's gonna have to go on the to-do list then. More deep slate. Okay, let's grab a couple of these. Run on down here. You get some soul soil in here. This is very slow, very slow. All right, we made it. So this is the center, the whole island. Got our elevators here that go up to the top. We've got our hallway there, and I want there to be hallways here and here. I think the first thing we might do is move the water elevator. I want there to be, so this hallway will actually be 3 blocks wide, and then I cleared out a block so that we have room to build. And this hallway will be 3 blocks wide. This one will be 3 blocks wide. So I want there to be 3 blocks here. We can walk between the elevators. Up. Okay. Put that up here. Yeah, I've got a blaze rod. I thought I had obsidian. Let's make another ender chest to leave here so I don't have to run one back and forth. That, and then that. Oh. Then I do that. Nice. Okay. Ooh, we'll just go here. Okay. Can I do this without making a mess? Probably not. And it probably doesn't matter. Let's think about that. So the water elevators, I want there to be 3 blocks. So these will actually stay here and the water will go on the outside of those. That way we'll have 3 blocks empty, block to hold water, and then water. Arm. Let's dig those out first. Right here is where our new elevator shaft will be, and right here. Yep. Got my wings on, digging straight down in the end. Be very nervous. Okay. Huge success. We'll do the same thing over here. Fantastic. Okay. Where did I put these guys? Okay, so I have a column here. Okay, great. This one and this one at the same time. I was going back through my channel history, my content, and kind of looking at different things. Views, metrics, stuff like that. And I first posted episode 1 of this series in July of 2020. So that means almost exactly 4 years ago, started our little Let's Play series, which is crazy to think about. That I've been doing this 4 years, like making an episode every single week, 4 years. And it's pretty awesome what we've accomplished, like as far as just the builds and stuff like that. They're really, like, I impress myself sometimes just because they're so good. Let's see, this is columns, this. There we go. And yeah, I'm very proud of all of the work and taking some of the viewer inputs and comments and putting those to work and bringing those to life. It's been really, really fun. Yeah, out. Go. Okay. There and one there. More. They go over here. Okay, those are going to be our new water elevators. Fantastic. Now, I need to get water in them. Figure out how to do that. Let's do this. Make a little water source. There. Oops. Wanted to do. Okay, so we got our water source. What is the right way to do this? I mean, the right way to do it would probably be use kelp. Or ice. We could use ice. It has been a fun journey. It's one of those things that when I look back, you can clearly see how it developed, where it came from. But like 4 years ago, I would have had no idea what it would look like at this point. So that's kind of the fun of it. What to do? I thought I had ice. Yeah, I've got kelp. Plants, plants, plants. Kelp. There we go. Problem solved. 19. That should be plenty. So let's do that. Let's see. What can yeah, let's do this. We'll go to the top and just pour water down. Yeah, there we go. Broke my water elevator. Okay, water goes down. Can you grow kelp on endstone? You can. What a great thing to know. Okay. If I break this one, they should all break. Then and then fill this back in. Great. Okay. Cool. What have I done? Why can't I get through? I don't know where the water is anymore. Fine. Okay, remove these. Really break those water sources. Help to bring those back. Good work. Yep. Great. Okay. Do that again. Is that right? Yeah, I was tripping myself out because these were so close together. Okay, so a bucket of water. Yeah, this is totally gonna work. Douglas, didn't see you sneak in. Howdy, howdy. Glad to have you. Doing some work in the end. I'm doing badly at that. Let's grab the right tool here. There we go. And we'll temporarily break these. And back here. Pachow, pachow. Okay. Then we fill this one in. Great. Okay. Cayenne peppers, that's a great name. So for those of you who just popped in, we are in the end. And recently I fought the dragon a million times, so I have all of the gateway portals open, and we're gonna build, not all today, but we're gonna get started on a massive kind of space station tunnel system to connect all of the satellite portals, and it's gonna be great. So now that I've moved my elevators, should knock these out like so. Fantastic. And so now this right here is directly under the end portal, and so this is the center of the island. And way down there, that's where we spawn in on the obsidian platform, and this will be kind of the center of it all, where the other hallways will kind of spread out. Looks pretty good so far. We will probably mirror these elevators on the opposite side, just for symmetry's sake. And then this is the old hallway that I'm working on tearing out. We just used to have the one gateway portal that we were using and didn't really need much else. I am getting excited for the new series. So I've been thinking a lot about it, as it is sneaking up on us. 1.21 is days away. Let's see here. Trying to math and talk at the same time. The new series, I have a pretty good concept, pretty good grasp of what it's going to be about in my head. And I want it to be different than this series. And the thing that I'm like struggling with or nervous about is just timing and being consistent. Can I do 2 series well? You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think the new series I will try and do weekly to kind of get that cadence going. And then this series, what we're going to call the Legacy Let's Play series, that one we'll do a little more sporadically, a little more kind of as it's ready. And perhaps if we are doing some streaming, we'll work, you know, whichever world needs it, you know. We'll figure it out. It'll be great. The new series, I've given some details away, but the gist of it is going to be a survival Let's Play world. And I want to focus heavily on villages. So we will start in a seed that I've picked out that I know has a bunch of different biomes pretty close together. And I know that there's a lot of villages in it, so it'll give us a lot of opportunities to work with them. The one secret, the one X factor that I haven't talked about at all is I think I'm going to switch on the villager rebalance switch, the experiment that they have in there. And what that means is that certain villages will always trade certain books. So for example, if you want a mending book, you have to go to a swamp village, and that librarian will always sell you a mending book. And that way, instead of having like one big villager trading hall, I will know that if I need an unbreaking book, I go to, you know, the savannah guy, and if I need a efficiency book, I go to the snowy guy, or, you know, whatever it is. the Minecraft wiki details out really clearly like who has what and that sort of thing. And I think that would be a neat way to kind of utilize the villagers. And then what I want to do is I want to improve the villages. So we will redo all of the buildings, kind of make, you know, your streets and your town squares. I will build a base in each of the villages that we occupy. Makes it sound like I'm a colonialist. In each of the villages we'll have a house. And then I want to build like roads between the different villages so that we can kind of build like, you know, a little kingdom kind of situation. And I think that'll be cool. I think it'll be fun. And the other thing that I've been thinking about is I want to move a little more slowly. And what I mean by that is not rush to the end game. This world that we're in here, this is very end game. Like I have everything, you know what I mean? Like I've got all the resources, I've got all the farms, sometimes multiple times over. And this new world, I want to be a little slower paced, you know, so maybe we won't get to the end or even the nether for a while, and we'll kind of just spend some time in the overworld. We'll spend some time in iron armor. We'll rely on the villagers for resources. I'll probably still build an iron farm just because that's hyper useful. And I have some ideas for the nether as well. You know, in this world, we've done so many tunnels. Everything is tunnels in this place. But I have a different idea for the new series. I think the new series is going to be more about nether highways. So it'll be much more dangerous feeling. I think it'll be cool. Anyway, we'll get more into that once the series starts to happen. And it'll be great. It's going to be very fun. Oops. Let's get rid of this water here. Plop, plop, plop. Okay. You know, the channel recently has been kind of just doing the slow and steady growth thing. You know, I get a few subscribers every so often. I've got a couple of people who have done memberships. You know, they pay 99 cents to get the videos early, or I do post member-specific, you know, posts and things like that. Like the results for each of the polls, I put that together for people who subscribe and things like that to the memberships. But the channel hasn't like blown up. Not that I need that, but I would like to continue to grow it. And I know that if I spent more time on things like tutorial videos, those always get 1 million views. My most viewed video every week is the one I did on water. I just get tons and tons of comments and questions, and it just seems like if you search Google for information on Minecraft water, my video is kind of the go-to for a lot of people. And so I could do that too. I might consider doing a little bit more of a, you know, breakdown of the different blocks and things in the game. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's where elevators are going to be. Cool, cool. Let's a little bit of this. I don't really have a design in mind. It's kind of a color or build palette. I know I want to use smooth stone. I know I want to use smooth deep slate. I know I want to use iron. About all I know. Let's see here. And then that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is all going to just kind of come together real organically, and we'll just make adjustments as we go. Okay. So, and so. Oh, great. Do I want this to just be all stone or smooth stone? Probably not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Probably want this to be a little bit taller. The reason I've been working in this 2.5 tall hallway is because the Enderman can't get in here. And I think I want to maintain that, but maybe some of these intersections where hallways intersect, maybe we will have a taller spot. Be mindful of Enderman. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna fill all this in with smooth stone right now, just so that I don't get Enderman down here. Then I will probably pull some of these out and change it up a little bit. Nice, good. I'll definitely use them. Great, good. What else have I been up to? Did some camping. A little early in the year for camping in this part of the world. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy. I lucked out. I got good weather. I'm doing some other creative art projects. Yeah, you are exactly right, Doug. It's tricky because like you could just go to work and then go home and go to bed and all that good, but I'm very much more interested in doing creative things with my time, and it's hard to balance all that. So yeah, in addition to Minecraft, I've been working on some music. I used to play in bands, kind of rock type bands back in the day all the time, and I kind of want to write some of that music again. I'll definitely do more Minecraft music for the series and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just some good old guitar rock music. I've been noodling with that a little bit. I'm doing some painting. I had this idea. I really like street art. People like Banksy and things like that. I think that's very cool and very fun. And I was like, what could I do? I was thinking I could potentially come up with some sort of design or stencil to spray paint onto things, and yeah, but I'm too old to get arrested for that kind of thing. So what else can I do that maybe is a little less invasive, a little more acceptable for folks? One thing I like that I see around town sometimes is people will crochet or knit things, and then they'll crochet it around like a light pole or things like that, so it's semi-permanent. I just think that's a fun, low impact art thing. And so what I came up with, what I've been working on, is little paintings, tiny paintings. My iron, there's my iron. I was recently in Santa Fe and I saw a bunch of Georgia O'Keeffe paintings. Georgia O'Keeffe was a painter who did a lot of natural things, and she was very, very abstract in how she painted. She'd paint things very close up or very large scale, and I just found that very, very inspiring and very cool. And so I decided I would do some little paintings, and I would kind of take from my experience, places I've been or places I like. And my plan is to do these little paintings and then leave them places. like sometimes when you go to the coffee shop, they just have like a shelf with books or knickknacks on it, and like just kind of, there's my painting, and that's where it lives now. So, we'll see. I've been working on a few. Reach out of frame. So like, this is the first one I did, and this is a sunset in a bay of a place that I've been camping. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? You can't see that. How does this work? Right? It's just a cute little painting, and it's like, it's this big, you know? It's tiny. Did another one of the same place, a little bit more of a sunset picture. Get it in there, there you go. Right, fun. So, been working on the music, been working on the paintings, been working on the Minecraft. All kinds of exciting, fun projects. And I think that's important for me, anyway, to kind of remain creative and make cool stuff. How are we feeling about this? Pretty okay. I'm suddenly wondering, do I want elevators on this side and this side? I don't need them, but again, for symmetry, I want to do that. No, we're not gonna. Maybe not now anyway. We'll see. If I change my mind, we'll do it. Okay, so this is gonna be an elevator, this is gonna be an elevator, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, I don't think I need, if I did another elevator, it would be here, and that would be supporting it, and that would be supporting it, 3 blocks. So it would just be kind of a little square of elevators. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to leave this a little more thoroughfare. Okay. Now what? Well, oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. I want soul soil, so that's going to go here. I guess we can start digging that out and put some of that in just so we can move a little quicker. And then maybe we'll try and figure out a design, maybe? Oh, obsidian. So, kind of backtracking to the 1.21 update, I have done absolutely no investigation or playing. I haven't done any of the snapshots, so I have no idea about trial chambers, you know, as far as like best practices or fighting the breeze. I've not used the crafter block yet. So I am very much going into this update fresh and totally brand new. So I am kind of excited about that. And, you know, historically I have paid very close attention to the development process and all that, and you know, done videos on, you know, what's going on with the snapshots. This time around, the development was a little confusing. Like, they were developing multiple updates at the same time, and it makes it a little harder to kind of speak to what's next or what's going on. Not that I guess it matters, you know, it's all new and it's all on the horizon, so you could approach it that way, but I just kind of was like, that's weird. We're kind of doing these experimental updates, and then we're also doing a 1.21 snapshot, and we're also doing 1.20.6 updates simultaneously. Like the way the wolf armor and the armadillos sort of came out as their own thing, that was just a little unusual. So perhaps in the future, let's see, I don't need, got so much endstone. There we go. up the obsidian. There we go. Perhaps in the future I will do more snapshot videos, but yeah, this time I just kind of watched Minecraft news and I watched some other people's videos, but I haven't played in them at all. And I'm very excited to, you know, see what that's all about. The breeze looks really, really wild. The whole mace and the wind charges, that looks very fun. Can't wait to play with those. The crafter block, I think, is going to be a bit of a game changer as far as how farms go. The ability to just bundle things up. Like right now with my iron farm, I have to go over there and take all the ingots and turn them into blocks so that the whole thing doesn't back up. And to have a block that'll do that for me, like that's wild. Same with like a honey farm. You can end up with whatever you want, you know, honey blocks or honeycomb blocks, or, you know, different things like that automatically, and that's great. So yeah, I'm thinking a lot about that, about future farms and how to utilize that. There's some people like Tango on the Hermitcraft server who are doing a little bit of the large-scale everything kind of farms where everything feeds in together, which is a really cool and compelling thought. Thought I heard an Enderman. But also very daunting, like the amount of planning that you would have to do to make that go properly. It's a lot. I was even thinking about like potentially a dye farm. Got all the soul soil I have? That's not great. You could make a dye farm using the crafter block pretty easily, I think. Like, you know, you could get all your different sources of the colors and then route them in different ways so that they did that. Okay, what are we doing here? We are definitely needing to figure out the deep slate situation. What have I got? I've got cobbled deep slate. We're doing smooth, polished. That's what we're doing. We're doing polished deep slate blocks. I have some smooth stone. I've got some iron. Okay. Our old design this. So yeah, so we would have a stack of smooth deep slate, a stack of slabs, a recess with iron back there, and an end rod, and then a stack of slabs repeat. It was kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide thing, kind of tiled over and over and over. I don't think I had end rods I think I was every other, yeah. Let's think about that. What could we... Oh, it was? Yeah, deep slate on the bottom. Okay. Oh yeah, Cub is doing a fireworks shop. Yeah, you could totally do that if you just fed all the stuff in and all the different combinations. That's just wild. That's crazy to think about. So much work. not only in like building it, but just the thinking it through and the planning. Like I would need to like draw it out. That's crazy. What do we want to do here? What don't I like? Don't like... Stripiness is very stark, kind of optical illusion-y. I think I want it to be a little brighter, so maybe we'll do half as much deep slate. We double this. And we take middle one out. Maybe even take these out. If we okay. Should just tear this out so I can do the full design here. Okay, do here, yeah, 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 you, yeah, and you, yeah, okay. Okay. What if that middle one? Okay, see, that's a little more interesting. For some reason, feels a little more space station-y to me. I do have end rod. We did about here. I do like that, and I think that would be easy to build. Like I could just do that over and over. Randolph, well, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, tough blocks. That is a new thing. Yeah, I forgot about those. That's gonna be awesome to have a new stone. From the videos anyway, it looks greener to me, but I haven't sat and looked at it. I like to sit with my face in the wall and look at the blocks because it sort of abstracts it into just the colors, and when you can kind of see what's actually there, it's a totally different thing. So, you know, like end stone, like this is sort of a weird kind of tanny, purpley, I don't know, it's kind of a weird color. These are pretty true gray. But you can find blocks that kind of play nice together sometimes. Iron is pretty light gray all the way across, pretty neutral. End stone, you know, like when you look at end stone, it seems yellow, but when you get up in it, what color is that, you know? It's sort of a browny, plummy, purpley kind of thing. These are pretty green. But yeah, it's fun to sit and look at the blocks objectively, not for what they are, but just for what color they are. And, you know, like for example, Blackstone has a lot of green in it when you get right up on there. And it's sort of fun to find combinations that mix together nice. Obsidian obviously has purple in it. How many Blackstone on me right now, but yeah, I'm excited to play with the tough block and see like, what is it all about? What does it go with? And I think that'll be super fun. Okay, so I kind of like this design for the hallway because it looks kind of space station-y, sort of industrial, and I think these materials would be fairly easy to come up with. Oh, I got a new subscriber. How exciting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. So let's pretend for a moment that this went all the way down the hallway. I kind of want to add some color to it as well. And so what I was thinking is like, again, this is our center of the island. So we'd have a hallway off here, hallway off here, hallway off here, etc. And then there's a couple of cross hallways down there. And we could add just the tiniest amount of color, you know, like the green hallway and the red hallway. Potentially what we could do is like repeat this, and then like every third one, instead of doing like these two columns of slabs, we could replace those with like colored concrete, and that would just add a touch of color as we went down. I think that'd be kind of cool. You might think I'm crazy, but I think we're gonna do that. Okay, so I could probably get a start on that. The only thing I don't have with me, I think, is the soul soil. So let's see. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then another thing. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Bam. All right. Yes, and I wonder now, as I think out loud, should I start at that end? Should I count the whole thing? Does it matter if it matches up? I know that's why you tuned in, is just to watch me count blocks. But, I guess I could cheat and do the, this. Let's see, where are we at? We're at block 7. Okay, and then if we run or walk very quickly the other end, $97, it's about 90 blocks. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. If it's not a good fit, we can always do some sort of little transitional thing. Plus, we're gonna have these cross hallways and water elevators periodically. Yeah, we'll just start building it and see how it goes. Do. Okay, let's actually clear all of this out first, so I don't have to mine as I go. This next week, yeah, this next week, I have a dentist appointment. I have a broken filling right here. Filling I got when I was very young. So it's an old metal filling where they started doing all the fancy stuff. And it just has a crack in it. And so it's a little bit sensitive, like I'm not dying or in excruciating pain, but sometimes cold things or hot things will make me kind of go, ooh. And when I had my dentist appointment, he looked at it and he was like, uh-oh, this is not great. We need to do something. And when he looked at the x-ray, like he was like, are you not in pain? So that's worrying. So I am hoping I will just get a filling replaced, but if the crack has been there for a while and you know, things get in there and start eating your tooth, then I might end up getting a root canal. So that is not great. Following week, I have an appointment with an allergist. I met with them briefly and they asked me a lot of questions and things, and I have pretty severe seasonal allergies. I keep the like runny nose and the itchiness in check, but I end up feeling like I have bronchitis for like most of the late summer, and then I end up getting colds all winter. It's just miserable. So they're going to try some things and see if they can get me some relief there. But that is very exciting. Next month, in July, it's my birthday. I might go on a little road trip, visit my sister. I haven't seen her in a while. And then I'm going to do some more camping a little later in the month on the west coast of the United States. It's a lot of great camping along the ocean, so I'm going to do that. That's going to be very fun. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. Let's do a couple of these and see how it goes. So it's going to be... Okay. We just need to skip one and go here. It'll be iron here. One here. That's going to be iron here. Skip one here. That's going to be iron here. Fantastic. And then iron in, I guess. Nice, good. Don't know why I didn't put the top moonstone in, but we'll do that real quick. Wow. Great. Cool. Alright. Then I just need a ton. These here smooth slabs. Smooth slabs. Do 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 do. Getting old DLC. Yeah, there's some stuff, man. You always hear people complain about getting old, or, you know, body just doesn't do this anymore, or it's all, I'm falling apart. Some of that is really real. I am not, like, by any means ancient. I am still a, you know, functional working adult, but there's stuff that just starts to fail, like teeth, man. You know, when you get a filling, you assume that's taken care of, but yeah, now I'm getting to the age where fillings are starting to fail, and that is very depressing. Your teeth wear also. So like the right side of my mouth is way more worn than the left side. And you're just like, I didn't imagine my teeth would ever wear out. Joints. I used to run and I used to backpack, and my knees and my back do not love me for it anymore. There's some times where, yeah, just achy or stiff kind of things, and who knows in another 20, 30 years what that'll turn into, you know, like having to walk with a cane or something, who knows. So yeah, as fun as it is to be irresponsible and crazy, floss your teeth. I swear to God, you'll thank me for it one day. Okay, let's take a step back and look at this here. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Out of the way, just. The only thing I don't like is just how flat it is. No? There's no smooth stone stairs. But I also don't want it to look like all my other tunnels. Maybe the flat is good. Maybe it is more space station-y and more industrial. Okay, what am I doing here? Because there's gonna be a light. The iron is. Do I have another one? I do. Oh. And then we talked about adding some color. I don't know if I have any concrete. Might have concrete in here. Doop, doop, doop. Concrete, concrete, concrete. Concrete. What? Concrete. Oh, and more whole soil. That's exciting. Do I not have any concrete? Concrete. All wool. That could be wool. Make the concrete brighter and would look better. Well, that's depressing. I could have swore. Don't have any concrete. Yeah, the sleeping, I have an okay bed, but I'm like kind of wanting to actually spend money on a bed, which if I talked to 18-year-old version myself, I would just be like, that's lame, man. But yeah, sleeping weird just can potentially ruin your day. Here's some weird things. They're right in here. No. Oh, you're concrete. You're concrete. You're concrete. Found concrete. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's knock these out on either side of the iron and put a stripe of color and see what that looks like. In a vacuum, it sort of looks out of place, but if it was repeating and it was the same on both sides, that might look cool, right? Yeah, I am not sponsored, but I currently have a purple mattress, and it has been nice. It feels good, you know, as far as support. I used to have just a cheap mattress before it, and I would feel sore sometimes when I woke up, like if I slept on my arm or slept in a weird way, like the mattress was too unforgiving or something. And this was good, but I've had it for, I think, almost 10 years, and it's starting to wear in a way that I don't know if most people would notice, but because I am laying on it for potentially 8 hours at a time, there's certain parts that don't feel as comfortable to me anymore. So I know there's a lot of great mattresses out there, and I know that some of them are very expensive, and some of them are not as expensive. I really wonder if it's one of those, like, you get what you pay for, or is it a lot of marketing and maybe some of the less expensive mattresses are just as good? I don't know. I haven't been like serious enough in my research to, you know, actually go look or lay on any of them or anything like that. But let's see here. I'm feeling okay about this, I think. And the chat hasn't been like, that looks terrible, or I have a better idea. So I think I might go with this. As far as the colorful blocks, I might wait until we get the hallway installed and then go back through and figure out what an even distribution of color might look like. We're gonna have a light where there's iron. Gotta figure out what to do with that. Potentially could put a wall block in there just to give it, again, a little bit more depth. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same with, as far as mattresses, same with cars, where, you know, some of them are definitely better than others, but some of them you are just kind of paying for the name or the, you know, whatever. Okay, let's, do this. Grab some of these and experiment a little bit with a floor. Do. My car is currently a gas car, and this last time I was car shopping, I considered electric and I considered hybrid, but electric cars right now are still so expensive, and kind of like the mattresses, like, are they that much better? I don't know. There are certain things that obviously you don't have to deal with. For example, oil changes, you know, things like that. Going to the gas station, but you have to charge it and you have to deal with a battery. And, you know, certain companies like Fisker, who apparently might not even be around by the end of the year because they're doing things so poorly and handling their business so badly. Tesla, whose CEO is just making terrible decisions. It's worrisome to have a car that, you know, you might need a battery replacement, and does that make any sense? You just buy a new one. Is that any more or less green than a gas car? It's still all too early, I feel, and it's all too expensive. There's no budget or reasonably priced. Everything's still very luxury, very nice, and some of the new ones that they've announced sound promising, but they're all, yeah, still big, you know, potentially $70,000-$80,000 cars a lot of times. How are we feeling about that? Pretty good. I don't know about dark stripe. The iron is. What if we do that? Okay, I kind of like that better, and that, for whatever reason, visually makes more sense to me. Oops. Not that one, that one. That's a smart idea. I could just switch the carpet in each hallway. And I could potentially even do, like, let's say I'm doing black carpet, which is what we had in our old hallway here. I could periodically dot it with a color. Like, I wouldn't even have to do the whole hallway in that color. That's a smart idea. I like that a lot. And, you know, if I did a dot of color or a stripe of color, I could mirror it in the ceiling. That's definitely what we're gonna do. That's a great idea. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it's gonna be cool once we get all of this in here. And end dark. I could make the end dark. You talking about the end of the hallway or the end in general? Orange glass panes, like in front of these light sources? I'm curious what your idea is there. Still wondering what to do with that. What have I got laying around? Nothing. Love that. Polished deep slate wall, that is a thing. I don't know if I like that or not. Stone walls are, yeah, bricky looking. There's no smooth stone wall. And in general, it's always daytime. Yeah. End is a weird place. It's weird too, like when you look at it under its natural light, it has this kind of gross green color, but when you put a torch down, it gets all kind of cheery and kind of bright orange. It's a weird place. All right, I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, I don't know about this space. I don't need to force it. I can kind of wait. See. I could put something back here and do something like a glass rod or something in front of it. It'd be nice to do something slightly smaller than a full block, just to add the tiniest amount of texture to it. I see what you're saying. So, like, light up the tunnels with colorful lights. That could be an interesting accent as well. I likely will do some sort of combination. Like if I could do colorful light and a pop of carpet color, that would probably be enough. I wouldn't have to stripe the wall or anything. Definitely play with that. Gosh. Kind of thinking about stuff here. Yeah, I'm not sure what block fit in here or add something interesting. This side and see what it looks like. Mirror that. Oh, Enderman, I see you down there. Doot. Dark. Doot. Okay. These. Bonk, bonk, bonk. 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 Dude. Oh. Obsidian. Great, cool. Then more, need more everything. Actually, think about this for a minute. Yeah, these don't actually, I think, need to go all the way to the ceiling, because we're gonna put a ceiling on this. So it only needs to go that high because we're gonna do a ceiling here eventually. Reclaim some of those. I'm gonna need 1,000,000 of them. Everyone counts. Just these here, I could potentially slabs as well, because again, we're gonna have a ceiling here and we won't be able to tell. This is how we learn. Okay. There we go. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Nice. So much more efficient. I feel great about that. Carbs. That. What are we doing here? We're doing... other spot. He's here. Nope, not there. 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 Nope. There. Put here and here. Here. Yeah. Here, here, here. Great. And then just some iron bases. Okay, there we have two sides. Well, kind of hard to imagine without like the ceiling and the carpet. I think it's gonna work. I think it'll be a nice, saying space station-y sci-fi-ish kind of look. Ceiling, I'm imagining I'll just mirror what's on the floor. So for example, when we have a stripe of the deep slate, we'll just mirror that up here, and otherwise we'll do slabs. And in the center, like we were talking about earlier, potentially we could do something with color. That would be a smart way to do that. Yeah, so far so good, I think. I think I like this design, although it still bugs my eyes out a little more than this one, because this one was just so repetitive and so like an optical illusion, just so bizarre to look at. But this feels a little more intentional, a little more designed something in mind. Oh, cool. Chicken. So I think going forward, I will try to be a little bit more diligent, a little more predictable with the streaming. Deep slated roof with level up. Yeah, the problem with that, although that's a great look for like texturing and stuff like that, then the Enderman can be here. We go like this, it's just short enough that the Enderman can't be here. So if we don't mind Enderman in our way, yeah, we would just have Enderman. I'll think about that. Do I hate the Enderman that much? Not that I dislike them, it's just that they don't like people to look at them, and it becomes a little tedious to deal with that. Yeah, adding the ceiling in kind of brings it to life a little bit. It kind of looks like an old, like, 60s, 70s space station when you kind of enclose it like that. Pretty cool. Well, I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up today, just because I am hungry and I got a couple other things I got to get done. But I feel pretty good about this. Like I was saying, I'll try to be more regular with the streaming, just with life and my thoughts on the 1.21 update. I was very preoccupied with things, but now that we have this massive end project, and potentially in the new series we'll need to do a lot of resource collecting and things like that because we will be so fresh, in the world. There's a lot more reasons for me to stream, so I think that will be easier for me to fit in, because I'll be like, I need to get this done before I can publish an episode. So I'm going to leave this the way it is, and we'll come back to it next week and see what we think. Let it kind of stew a little bit, and then maybe we'll come up with an idea for some of these recessed places. We'll kind of solidify an idea for color. Get one of these hallways done so that we have a concept of what it looks like. And then each of these portals that we've got, these little gateway portals, each of those we're going to have to build up there. And then once we've built something for all of them, I think I want to build something a little smaller than this, but that idea, then we'll kind of one by one go through and see what's out there. And I want to do a build at each one of these. So this one here, we did our Enderman Village. and we'll do something on each of these. So a total of 20 end builds, which will be awesome as well. Some of them I have ideas for. One of my viewers named Michael, he thought it would be cool if there was an end city nearby. We could replace the blocks in the end city with something else, so it looked like a different kind of end city. That'd be kind of fun. A chorus plant farm, although I don't really need it. That would be a worthwhile thing to do. You can take chorus plants or chorus fruits and turn them into purple blocks, so that might be a fun thing to do. But anyway, all that to say, it's going to be a monster project. It's going to be a lot. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining. I appreciate the company. I appreciate the input and the comments and the feedback. And I will see you all in the next episode. And I'll see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.